wish I had more tickets to pull this hero. Oh, he's incredible. No. Have you ever said something like this? Well, ticket management is a big problem in Eternal Evolution for a free-to-play player. It can even become a little bit of an issue for those whales that are getting beaten down by Krakens. So, how can we use our tickets effectively, especially when it comes to SP heroes? That's what we're going to discuss in this video. Feel free to disagree or leave your own strategies in the comment section. Let's get into it. One thing you want to take into consideration when you're deciding when to pull a hero is how to take advantage of current events. So here we have my main man Zane, and we are currently in the Mirror of Reformation. And when you are on the Mirror of Reformation, for pulling 80 tickets, you get the Awakening Shard, whichever the Awakening Shard is at the moment. At the time of this video, it is Resetis. In the future, it's going to vary. So if that Awakening crystal is of interest to you, then it behooves you to pull during the Mirror of Reformation these 80 tickets. Now, if your main focus are SP heroes, then this is a good time to pull extra tickets up to 240. A good stopping point could be 140 here or 180 to get this nucleus crystal, depending on your account needs, how many tickets and resources that you have. Okay, but can we take advantage of the events to double dip our rewards? Likewise with Giant Tower, again, you get Awakened Crystal at 80. So during these events, which is going to be better for you? If you are not in a rush to pull a hero, if you're not going to Immortal or EX30 him right away, then you can wait until Wednesday. Currently, when we are looking at this video, it is Monday, or sorry, Tuesday. Now, if I were to wait until tomorrow, like if I was not going to EX30 Zane, then I would wait until tomorrow to see what the Giant Tower offered and which heroes were on the wish list. Okay, so maybe instead of pulling 100 or 80 tickets here and 80 tickets on the Giant Tower, I see that the heroes that are available on the wish list, and I decide to pull 180 or 200 tickets on Giant Tower instead. Okay, so this is one thing. Be patient. Don't don't think you have to pull heroes on day one. And secondly, think about which events you can take advantage of. This is especially important when we talk about SP heroes. What do I mean? Okay, so let's look at SP heroes. Similar to here where there is a mirror reformation, when an SP hero is released, then there is a mirror of reformation for the SP hero, but it is called Astral Mirror of Reformation. On that one, let's imagine that this is the very first level. Okay, when you get one copy, so when you pull 60 shards, you get one copy of the new SP hero, then the reward is 30 shards of the previous hero. When you pull two copies of the current SP hero during the first week that it is released during the Astral Mirror of Reformation, then you get another 30 shards of the previous SP hero. So right now the hero is Heimdall, right? So if you pulled him during the first week he was open, then for the first copy of Heimdall you got 30 shards of Artemis, and for the second copy of Heimdall you got another 30 shards of Artemis. So if you pulled two copies of Heimdall, then that means you got a free copy of Artemis for pulling those shards during the first week of the release of the SP hero. Likewise, it will be the same for the next SP hero released. When you pull the new SP hero, then you'll get 30 shards for Heimdall. And for the second copy, then you will get another 30 shards of Heimdall. So I see a lot of chasing through during the events. Like right now, I have 277 tickets. I do not have Heimdall. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough tickets to pull them on the first week. It does not. It is not in my best interest to pull them now, because if I go crazy pulling shards now, then yes, maybe I can get a copy of Heimdall, but I lose out on those 30 free shards of the other SP hero. So I recommend strongly that you only pull SP tickets if it is during the first week of a new release. Okay, so just a quick follow-up here, guys. Now that we are into the second week of Zane on the main banner, and we have our giant tower. Now, I mentioned that if I was not going to EX30 Zane right away, that I would wait until Wednesday to see what the new information, what the new heroes, the wish list, and the giant tower options were going to be. Now, imagine I had done that. Ampu is one of my absolute favorite heroes. So if I had not EX30'd Zane and I read the post on Wednesday, the patch notes, that Ampu was going to be awakened, that he was going to be on the Giant Tower, and he was going to be on the wish list, then instead of pulling 80 tickets on the first week, I would pull 200 tickets on this week. Okay, why is that? Well, with the first 80 tickets, I get an Awakening Crystal, and now it takes 120 to get the second Awakening Crystal. So that would give me two Awakening Crystals there. And then, as far as the actual pulling of heroes, what I would do, or what I would have done, is I would have pulled 60 on here for Zane, and then I would have pulled 140 on Ampu. Okay, if I did not already have Ampu in Mortal 5, then I would pull him as many times as possible, up to the 120, I guess, because of my limited resources. But that would have taxed me out. So because I pulled 80 on the first week, I pulled 80 here. That's 160. You see, I have 50 tickets left. So I would have needed to pull 40 more tickets, which would have took me down to 10. But that would be real well worth it to me to get multiple copies of Ampu and along with two Awakening Crystals. Okay, this is why it's important to be patient when possible. Don't just if you're only going to pull one or two copies anyway, that hero is not going to be a big benefit to you. So wait until those patch notes to see what is going to come out on the following week. Okay, and if it's a hero, Zane is amazing, so everyone should absolutely pull Zane. But if it's a hero that is like, I'm not so sure, then you don't have to pull them at all. You can wait until a future giant tower or mimic event in order to pick them up. Okay, this is what I have done actually with a couple heroes like Arcadia. Arcadia, I did not pull at all. I didn't get her until she was available on Giant Tower. With these tier of heroes that are not going to be game changers to your account and that you are not going to immortal anyhow, you could just save the resources and pull extra tickets on a different banner. Okay, again, as as things are happening now with the awakening crystals, I'm pulling 80-80 to get two awakening crystals for every 160 tickets. So although pulling 200 on the wish list would give me two awakening crystals in multiple copies of Ampu, the multiple copies aren't going to do me as much good. So then I'm just pulling 40 extra tickets for those awakening crystals. So to be efficient with my resources as free to play, I do 80-80. Okay, but if you are a whale, you can splurge. So that doesn't matter as much. Now, what if I did like Zane, but I wasn't going to EX30 him right away, and I do love Ampu, but I already have Immortal 5 Ampu or close to it. Well, then what could happen is to pull 200 tickets on Zane banner. to try to get as many copies as Zane as possible. Okay, if you do want to immortal him in the future, but not right at the moment. Okay, so these are things to take into consideration, guys. Don't think that you have to pull day one. I know it's difficult to resist the temptation, but a lot of times there is value in waiting. Okay, so I hope that this has been beneficial to you as far as ticket management. Until next time, ciao for now.